Welcome back. Right now we have Adam McArthur joining us today. He's an actor, a voiceover star, among many other things. Adam, we're so happy to have you here with us today on Park City Television.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm super excited.
Looking forward to talking with you more about your series. Tell me a little bit more about what you're doing right now and about this new anime series that you are providing the voiceover for one of the characters.
Yeah, so this is a show called Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the latest anime hit coming out of Japan. I voice a character named Yuuji Itadori. He's the main character. He's sort of this good boy who has a deep desire to be kind and to help people. Who gets pulled into this crazy world of curses and demons and all this stuff. The show has got comedy, it's got horror, it's got action. It's pretty wild.
And you're also an actor, as I mentioned. How do you prepare for a voiceover role, though? I imagine it's a very different process.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, fundamentally, it all comes back to good acting. So creating a character, finding his voice for voiceover, especially something like anime. The series is already established. There is a Japanese voice actor voicing this character in Japan who has sort of laid a groundwork for what it's supposed to feel like. The show is also based on manga, which is Japanese comic books. So there's a lot of source material. So for something like this, I'm reading the manga, I'm watching the Japanese version of the show that's subtitled, and building a character based on all of that information.
As you prepare for this role and as you voice over something that has already been done and you're doing an interpretation of it, do you feel a little bit of pressure to stay true to the legacy and tradition of the original?
Totally, yeah, totally. It's anime is interesting. There are the fans of anime are very specific about what they like, and then some of the pressure comes from that. Um, yeah, I think this person has created a character, so you do want to do honor and you do want to do justice to it. But you also have to give it your own spin. And there are things that happen in the Japanese version just due to the difference of language that don't necessarily translate. So there is some interpretation and there will be some differences, but I definitely try to, honor who the character is and take note of what the original voice actor has done. Definitely.
And this series is currently streaming on HBO Max. What's your favorite thing about it? What are you looking forward to seeing the most as you watch it back? It's very different to see your voice, to see everything come together with the animation. What do you like the best about it?
Yeah, this series specifically, what I like about it as an actor is I get to do such a wide range of emotion in my performance. So, like I said earlier, it has everything. There's really funny comedic moments. There's really heartfelt, warm moments. So this series specifically, I'm excited for people to see everything that it has to offer. It's really, really a fun, complete journey that you go on with this show.
And you've done voiceover before. Tell me about some of your other projects leading up to this one.
Yeah, so before this, I was the voice of Marco Diaz on Star versus the Forces of Evil, which was a Disney show that aired from 2015 to 2019. Actually, yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of the premiere of that show. That was a really fun time. Marco Diaz was sort of a young guy, loved nachos. He was the safe kid. And then in addition to that, currently I am the voice of Disney XD, the channel. So I'm the guy who tells you what's coming up next on Disney XD.
I mentioned you're also a more traditional actor, you're an improviser and an entrepreneur. Tell me a little bit more about some of your past and current and future projects.
Yeah, so aside from acting, in 2011, I started a photo booth rental company here in Los Angeles. Well, prior to COVID, we were doing, between like 250, 275 events a year, doing photo marketing, stuff like that. I started that business so that I didn't have to worry about making money acting. It's a lot of pressure walking into an audition, hoping that you get it so that you can pay rent or afford food or something like that. So I come from an entrepreneurial family. And so starting a business was something that I had always wanted to do. So again, I did that in 2011. So that has taken up a lot of my time as well. At our peak, I had 5 employees. Like I said, we were doing all those events. It's been a rough 2020. Um, so I'm looking forward very much to what 2021 has in store. And yeah, and then, possible other future business opportunities in the industry, out of the industry, producing projects. I have an animated project of my own that I can't tell too much about, but that's currently in development. So yeah, I'm constantly working on stuff, constantly got my hand in stuff, and I like to just keep moving forward. It's all so fun for me. So I just, like to pour my heart out into it and see what sticks.
Always busy, always moving forward.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do in a perfect, ideal situation? Do you prefer voiceover? Do you prefer acting? Do you like working with anime? You've got a lot of things going on. Really, if you could create the perfect career for yourself, what would it be?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, the hard part for actors, I think, is we're always thinking about what's next. And I tell myself a lot of times, hey, stop, relax, enjoy what you've got in your hand right now. But if I could craft an ideal career, I think it would be voiceover. It's so fun. The people in the industry are really fantastic. There's a certain level of celebrity that comes with the territory, but it's also not too in your face. I still have privacy. Yeah, I think it would definitely be voiceover. Western animation is a lot of fun. My time on the Disney show was incredible. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna stick with voiceover.
And when you look back over the time that you've had in the industry, do you have any advice for people just starting out who are interested in acting, maybe in particular in voiceover? Anything that you would tell them to give them encouragement with this field?
Yeah, totally. If I could say a couple of things, it would be make sure, especially with voiceover, a lot of times people think, oh, I can do funny voices. That will only get you so far. You still have to have some acting chops. So I would say my advice would be get in some acting classes, whether that's improv, traditional acting, it could be theater acting, it could be TV and film acting. All of that will help you. But as far as like making it in the industry, I think my biggest piece of advice is perseverance. You got to just stick around. You got to keep at it. There's going to be ups, there's going to be lots of downs, but if you stick with it, I always say if you stick around long enough, if you're the last guy in the room, someone will know your name, someone will say it, and you'll get your opportunity. So just stick with it.
Excellent advice. Adam, where can we find out more information about you and this new anime series that's streaming right now on HBO Max?
Yeah, you can follow me on all my socials. So it's at NinjaMac, NinjaMac, Instagram, Twitter, all those good places. You can find me there. I am pretty active there, so I will keep everyone updated.
Well, thank you so much, Adam McArthur, for joining us today. Actor, voiceover star, and much, much more. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. We appreciate you being here and hope to talk with you again sometime soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
We'll be back with more right after this.